Alright guys, Willem here back with more NieR Automata. It's been about, I don't know, like 20 minutes since I last recorded. It's 1:40 in the morning at this point. The video is still uploading, the one from the Final Tribal Council performance one. That's still uploading. But I did take some time to set, well either way, let's just get started NieR Automata. We should be able to finish playthrough B here, that is the plan. But, yeah, I did end up also setting up the losing Final Tribal Council performance and edited through the intro, just so that I can use the basic layout that I use for the winning one, and have all that like kind of already set up. So I decided to edit through the intro just to keep everything like intact there, just so that
communications are currently being jammed.
I could fully set up the template. With everything like not having to be jumbled around afterwards because I need to edit it. So yeah, did that. So yeah, I mean that's what took a bit there. Video's gonna take a while to upload, which is kind of annoying. It's actually want to go to sleep pretty soon. I did want to finish playthrough B here, which is like I was always gonna do this episode here, but again, like if it's 36 minutes in. Like the thing is, I for sure need to stay up until it finishes uploading. Like processing, I don't necessarily need to. Ideally, I would. Like ideally, I would be up and be able to like put the ads and whatever, all that sort of stuff tonight. But to be honest, I'm probably gonna just wait for it to finish uploading and then just bother with this other stuff tomorrow. Oh shit, I wasn't paying attention. But yeah. Yeah, so tomorrow morning, I don't have much going on. We could play some Automata. But to be honest, like, I kind of want to get some work done on the video. I don't know, we'll see. I might, to be honest, I do want to finish Automata. Like, I do want to finish this. Well, I do, but I don't. Like, I want to finish it this week. But I also don't, because that also means I probably should be writing the scripts for the video, which I don't really want to do just yet.
You okay? Good thing
again, I'm still pretty far behind on making videos right now. We can look this up. Like, where am I at in terms of, like, how many more?
All of you are going to die.
Like, out of videos I already have recorded, I still have 13 left to edit, which is insane. So I don't know. Oh, are we at the final boss already?
2B, you okay?
I'm fine. Let's take this bastard down.
Right.
Oh no, this is the penultimate one. I do remember now. Yeah, after this we get to Thinking Pascal, and then we head towards Pascal's thing, and then that's shit. What? I guess that doesn't work at all. Oh, that's pointless then. Okay, cool. Exactly what I wanted, obviously. But yeah, I mean, that's, holy shit, we're like 17 levels behind at this point. Yeah, so tomorrow, I'll definitely play some NieR. I just don't know how into it I'm gonna do. Like, if I'm gonna go, like, 2 to 3 hours, or if I'm only gonna do, like, an hour. We'll see, though. But yeah, tomorrow, outside of that, we got Australian Survivor I wanna watch. Also want to do a lot of editing on that Losing Final Tribal video. Again, ideally want to get that done on Wednesday, or by Wednesday, I would say. Shit, I pushed the wrong one. It's not what I meant to do, but let's see if we can at least survive this. Is this doing anything? It's barely making a dent on it. Fuck. great. Fuck off. I'm trying to think through things. So, yeah, if I can get this Final Tribal, like, to be honest, if I can get this Final Tribal Council video done on Tuesday, that'll be amazing. Will it happen? No, it won't. I can assure you fucking that. But it would be amazing. Like tomorrow, I'm not gonna be. Like, I want to get some work done on it. We also got A&W later in the day, and then I do want to stream. So it's like I'm gonna have to finish everything by around 11 o'clock or so, anyway. So not gonna be able to fully devote my time to that, but Tuesday I should be able, like, I mean, we have Australian Survivor still, but outside of that, like, I should be able to fully devote to that. What the fuck? To making the video, which, what the fuck? Why is this being so difficult? Okay. So, and like, if I can finish, that'll be amazing if I can finish on Tuesday. Wednesday, I don't know exactly what I mean, next video would be the Final Fantasy 15 videos, I believe. Which, I don't know if I really want to be starting those. Like, either way, it's like, no matter what, on Friday is going to be devoted to the Big Brother mid-season power ranking. Like, that's going to be my Friday. I have to record that in the morning, and then edit it by the end of the day. Fuck. God damn it. I'll probably also end up recording my NieR Replicant video that day. Because I might as well. Again, like, Automata, like, ideally I would get around to writing the Automata video by next Wednesday. I believe is the day. Because next, oh, fuck off. What the fuck? Because next Wednesday, I'm gonna end up recording. I'm assuming at least I'm gonna be recording my Australian Survivor mid-season power ranking, which for that, yeah, for the mid. Fuck off. How many have I used? Like, I've used fucking 15 already. That's ridiculous to be using on this fucking fight. Yeah, like, ideally I would be recording that on the same day as my Australian Survivor. And that should be everything, like, for a while, I think. Like, I don't think there's another, like, at least until Survivor 41 cast assessment, like, those are the last videos I need to record until, which, I'm too fair, 41 cast assessment might just be the next week, for all I know. Like, we don't know when the cast is coming out, though the speculation is that will be out before the end of the month. So, again, it might be sooner rather than later, but still. Fuck. I forgot we got the challenge on fucking Wednesday, too. I kind of forgot about that until just now. You know, the challenge. Cool. God fucking damn it. Really? They got the challenge and Big Brother on Wednesday. And then Thursdays. just Big Brother, right? I know Big Brother and Survivor. So like, fuck me, man. There's just way too much shit going on. There we go. Fuck me. Fuck that fight. Where are we at on the thing? 25 more minutes. I think it's pretty much in line with what it was. Is that 61% though?
They're still coming? What do we do? There's too many.
2B? 2B, can you hear me? Our village is under...
Pascal? Come in, Pascal!
Shit.
Wait, where is it? Oh. No, not what I wanted to do at all. What am I doing now? There we go. Where is it? That way. So it's this one? Yeah, I mean, this week, again, would like to get a lot of stuff done, but I just don't know how likely it is. Ideally, I would like to do the setup for my stream, my stream overlay and alerts and stuff like that. But I feel like again, there's just a lot going on right now. I think maybe I'll just wait until I'm done with this batch of videos, but again, that probably won't be for another month or so. Probably longer, realistically. Like, this batch of videos is taking forever. And I said that about the last batch of videos. Yeah, but like this one in particular is also taking really long.
9S! It seems the machines on the network have gone berserk. They've sealed off the entrance to the village and are trying to hold them off, but with these weapons, there's only so much we can do.
Let's take these guys out first.
Oh yeah, I forgot I did want to listen to podcasts.
Like, that's another smart move, where she was like, you out. Like, you know, voted you out was like the turning point, which it actually was. But again, you have to like stroke the ego a little bit. And Alec was like, I knew you were gonna say that. So I was like, yeah, that's a good block.
Well, I think that's another great point about like the strength of Natalie as a player, where that she is able to go into that gear of whether that she's on, like we saw obviously, like she's able to work well with the women, but then also that, you know, she's able to, because of her strength and her like work ethic, is able to like, you know, easily be able to like bond and communicate with the men also. So you know, she's able to work with all kinds of people that are out there on Survivor.
Yeah, because she talks about in her opening speech, right, the outwit, outplay, outlast. She said like I think the outplay part. She said, I'm strong and I was never called lazy at camp, which I don't know that the women necessarily care about as much, but those men, that is something they really cared about. So like I said, I think she was always closing with them.
So we're going to go back to the live finale. Everybody looks very nice in the finale. I do want to say. They end up revealing the votes, and by a vote of 5 to 2 to 1, Natalie is the winner of Survivor San Juan del Sur, and we end up doing a little bit of you know, pretty decent like round of questions with people.
What is it?
You know, I've watched so many of these reunions so far. Like, I feel like this is like nothing horrible happened. I have to say, you know, they do like end up like cutting away from the season 29 cast to end up doing some wacky exercise to talk about Survivor 30. But overall, in terms of like what they talk about with people, I thought they did a pretty decent job. Josh, anything stand out to you from the reunion questions?
I think one thing about
What the
this cast
fuck?
is,
Why is it landing in spots
even though
I can't hit?
they had problematic moments at times, none of the castmates kind of came off problematic to me. Based off, I'm like coming after their baby pissing you guys. So anyway, John ultimately like just getting John a moment to speak and talk about like just how he was watching with Nadia and we both laughed at that moment. I think that was kind of cool that they kind of gave a little bit of the story to just ultimately leave this this whole entire cast off of a good note. I kind of really enjoyed everybody here. Nobody seemed too annoying to me, so I don't know. I like that part.
What about for
Feel
you,
bad for
Zach?
Julie.
Yeah, wait, what for Julie? She was dating John Rocker?
No, she just was there to the point where I was like, is she even on here?
I didn't even know she was there until right this moment. So here we go.
Yeah, she didn't get anything. I feel like they even talked to Drew and Alec.
Oh no.
I don't think they talked to Kelly Wentworth.
They didn't talk to a lot of people.
They didn't know who she was yet. Yeah.
Game changers at that point. I don't know.
Fuck
But
off.
for me, I will say the biggest thing was Reed and Missy. What the
Oh, yeah.
heck?
Yeah, the
Oh
Reed
my
is,
God.
and Reed is going to really drag Missy about how fans of classic literature know that often the wicked stepmother is the person who is like you were mean to the help, and then they're really like they do like a whole like Jeff talks about how his mom Jeff's mom is was like on Mother's Day, and so she loved Josh and Reed. And so they talked about like what a great influence they are, and there's a woman in the audience who is like a young Christian woman talking about how like I showed this episodes to my dad, and love is love. And then Jeff's like, all right, Reed, but we've talked about like what a great role model you are, like but even you would say that speech was a little harsh on Misty. And he's like, well, I was talking about her character, and it wasn't really her. I'm sure she's a great person. He's like, so would you apologize? They're like, well, I don't think that's necessary.
Yep, and that is a masterclass in PR, I will say, because somehow I didn't leave with being mad at Reed, right? I was like, yeah, I guess he's saying that in the game, this is what happened. So good for him. This is that Broadway money paying off, because someone talked him through this. Like, there's no way he came up with this.
Yeah.
A great storyteller. I'm telling you, a great storyteller.
My rule is always though at the Survivor finale, I think the audience wants to see like, oh, I'm sorry, like, hey, we all get along now. Like, I feel like it's an awkward, like it doesn't sit right with the audience. Like, I think everyone wants to like walk away from the finale like everybody's good now.
Yeah, and it was awkward, right? Missy, what he asked Missy first, have you made up? And there was complete silence, and then Reed actually spoke first. And then he said, hey girl, and I was like, and then it just started snowballing, and it was bad. But in a good, like, I loved it, but it was bad. I'm not talking to you. I heard it.
Yeah. Okay. We had a lot of fun with Sam Wandell, sir, and then it was the first season we really did a lot of soundboard with Sam Wandell, sir, going overboard with all these crazy sound clips. From this season.
Get in the back seat and let me drive.
Yes.
Yeah. Missy, the puppet master.
Missy,
I forgot about
and
that.
then Baylor had her music video that we used to play all the time. Yeah.
All the memories are coming back because this is the first season I heard also. Oh,
Yeah.
It's so nostalgic, man.
Get it? Oh my god, we barely got that.
Stephen Fishback famously called Missy Muffin.
What is Muffin?
Who's Muffin? Yeah. Had a lot going on.
Oh my god. What is Muffin?
What's Muffin thing?
Your reactions even, but who's Muffin?
Muffin? Yeah. Okay. Anything else from what we saw on the screen? You ready to get to some questions?
Oh, fuck off, that was my own
Jeff
fault.
does like a crazy exercise with white collar, blue collar, no collar, explaining this.
Can we talk about how Jeff?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was gonna say. He's like, this is gonna be a great season, and then I was like, so you thought?
Yeah.
Oh, he
I
really
love that
was
season
good.
from whatever he says in the recording.
Not the ranking.
Yeah. Let's get into some questions. Of course, we'll keep
Damn
it
it.
going.
Okay, I'm
Speaking
gonna
on the
die.
Patreon feedback show.
That's not gonna work out.
Let's see. How about Trevor Chong
Fuck.
wants to know, if everybody does actually stick to the plan, who wins this season? So, alright, John gets voted out at the final 10,
Okay.
right after Jeremy.
Yeah.
Yep. So Reed has Alec, Pete, and Wes.
Yeah.
Those 4. The Missy, Jacqueline, Natalie, and Baylor. 4 against 4, right?
Mm-hmm.
It basically goes down to the immunity challenge. Whoever wins the immunity.
Yeah,
So
I guess
Reed
that,
and Keith have a better.
yeah, I think that's actually the final 9. So here's the problem for everybody here. The next vote is going to be a 4-4. I don't know what happens in a tie vote. Are they going to rocks there? You know, like this was a great plan by Reed, but like when Tony did it, he was able to pull Sarah back for the next vote and avoid a 4-4 split. Is somebody going to jump ship? Is Natalie going to come and vote with Reed, Alec, Keith, and Wes?
No.
I mean, I don't see this cast like sticking to their guns like that. I don't know if it's Natalie, but I feel like someone would have to jump.
Yeah. I mean,
I think Keith jumps.
Jack.
Yeah.
Yeah, Keith would go to the other side.
I think if Natalie
He can't
really
leave
You're
wins,
fucking idiots, by
Yeah.
the
Well,
way.
let me ask you guys. Does Natalie own the idol? Does Natalie and Baylor have the idol?
Yeah, they still have the idol. So on the other side, it would be the people that were blindsided by Reed would be Natalie, Jacqueline, Baylor, and Missy. So I don't know how tight that 4 is going to be.
I feel like one of them would move.
Yeah.
I really feel that. And I feel like Natalie would. Like, she's still pissed. Like, she's just good at hiding it.
Yeah, she might like go to them and like, oh my God, you guys, I hated John so much anyway. Let's vote out Jacqueline
Exactly.
next. Like, come on.
Yep.
Yeah. So, and then maybe end up figuring out what her next move is going to be. But that would be definitely certainly another wild version of this season. Let's see. How about Gowery wants to say, I think Natalie has the most impressive endgame out of any winner ever. You think of any winner who does more to set themselves up for the win. So it's interesting. There are certainly winners who do a lot at the end game to really control their destiny. Specifically, people like, people that win out. In the immunity challenges. I think that what Natalie does is kind of very specific to her in that she wins one immunity, but it doesn't turn it like she wins an immunity to make sure John doesn't get voted out. She wasn't in danger. She really ends up, coming up with creative ways to get the people voted out that she wants to get voted out.
Yeah, Natalie's my favorite winner for that reason, but I know that again we're in this universe is when it works. But I will say I think especially in new school, I don't know that we've seen a lot of not winning out winners, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
And also Natalie did this without any gimmick. She didn't do this with a random idol play. She didn't do this with a immunity play. She honestly just played to her core, just played these players like chess and moved pieces in places that were gonna make her just seem like she walked to the end, and that's exactly what happened. I think her win is very, very impressive.
And in seeing so many men win, again, it's a very different type of player, very different type of win because of that.
Yeah. So Marcelo wants to know, what was the reception of San Juan del Sur, and why was it so low at the time of airing? So let me start off by saying, at the time of the airing, it had just come off of Survivor Cagayan, and that I feel like that, and I think the first half of the season was kind of a letdown. I mean, I think that there was it's such a comedy of errors. We didn't know where it was going, and it was like, who are these people? Why should we care about them? Why do we care about their relationships? And do they even know what they're doing? I think that people was overall were down on this group. I think Natalie's run really saves the season.
Absolutely.
Yep.
This season is a story from end to beginning that you enjoy a lot more knowing where this book goes than reading this book first through. And I can tell just by watching the season, you lose two black people. Two POCs in the first 2 weeks of the show. I'm watching this and be like, what is this mess? But then ultimately, just seeing how it folds out, it's telling its own story that has a lot more value. It's like wine.
Yeah, and I will say the comeuppance happened so quick through John Rocker, especially I think those two, that you're like, yes, thank God this happened. So that's why I think it's still a little bit higher. If any of that doesn't happen, if a John Rocker stays longer, if a Dale ends up staying longer, I think the season goes very differently for people, but definitely better on a binge than it is like watching, like, I don't know how it ends.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Yeah. I think also this season, that I was thinking about this today, was social media blackout for this season. So Survivor Kagiyan, that the cast was like all over Twitter being acting the fool. Tony and Cass and Spencer were like in Twitter feuds before the season started. We were like, oh, these people must have all gotten into a fight on the pre-jury trip because why are they fighting? Because traditionally, the people who do well in the season aren't messy on Twitter. They don't want to mess up their money. You know, that's for like the early moves in the season. That's what we thought at the time. And then Kagiyan changed everything. But after Kagiyan, CBS shut down the social media, and so they would not let anybody from the cast be like tweeting about the season. And I kind of think that hurt it also, where I feel like that people did not get the chance to really get to hear as much from these people on social media as some of the other people did from Survivor Kagiyan.
That makes so much sense. In hindsight, I always thought about it, like, why is Survivor so quiet? Anyways.
Yeah, and imagine hearing from a Jeremy or Nadia or a Val. I think it would be so fun to like hear that on social media and be like, what the hell are these people doing? And then even Drew being like, look at me, I'm a dance fool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it makes you root for the characters. You see the characters in real life.
And I can't speak to the audience, but I feel like the people that are watching on TV, but at least the people like in our world, like I think that people did not feel as connected to this cast as some of the other casts that had come before because they weren't so much on social media. I forget, there used to be some other stupid show that was on, and the contestants would say that they were like tweeting about like something about Laura, the book of Laura, the adventures of Laura, and they would like use that hashtag instead of Survivor. So yeah, that's what was going on in the fall of 2014. Okay. Shanna Carroll says, we saw both Jeremy and Kelly's true potential when they came back without their loved ones. Is there anybody else who could fall into that category and or improve their, I can't read, likability like Dale or Julie? So is there any other all-star from this season that should come back?
Besides Kelly, I mean, or
Reed? Is anybody that didn't come back already?
Oh, didn't, sorry. Okay.
Yeah.
Reed, for sure, hands down.
Yeah, Reed,
Baylor. I like Baylor.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Baylor.
Maybe, yeah.
Well, I think that Baylor is in the category of like a Julia Sokolowski, who I talked about last week, where they played so young. It'd be interesting to see what Baylor could do as a 27-year-old as opposed to a 20-year-old. Even though I think that Julia Sokolowski was probably a better player as a 19-year-old than Baylor was here in this season.
Yeah, I think
won the
Baylor,
challenge with her feet. That was pretty much all she did.
Fuck off.
But I
I'm
think
really
Baylor,
not.
maybe with like just a little bit more world experience that isn't like her mom's
fuck, let's
world
try this.
experience. I think maybe could have done better.
Yeah. I'm trying to think of anybody else who we would have liked to have seen.
Wes, I would like to see Wes back, but
Yes.
I think he might be a pre-merge group, but I would want to see Wes back.
Yeah. Well, I think the other
the
interesting
fuck?
ones, I think, are probably like Val or Nadia.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I would love to see them. I mean, that would be amazing if they just decided to bring back some of these early boosts that never got the chance to show.
Can Val come back? Yeah, without Jeremy. I just want Val. I think she'd be really interesting.
Yeah, Val's very funny. Yeah. So, all right. Let's look at our survey for this week. Of course, we'll be answering more questions on the Patron Feedback Show later on this weekend. All right. So let's get to our survey questions here from Survivor San Juan del Sur. Every week, our listeners fill out the survey and tell us what they think.
Again, these
Who
are
is the
pretty
season's
fucking
MVP?
Natalie.
Come on. 80% for Natalie. T-Fail 9%. Jeremy 3%. Which one-time player would you like to see come back and play again?
Nadia?
Reed.
It was Josh, 20%. Reed. Reed got 19%. Jacqueline with 15%. All right. What name on this season's cast list made you pause and think to yourself, wait, who is that?
Julie, I was just about to call her Justina. My bad.
Yeah.
I was like, Justina?
Julie is correct. 58%. Drew Christie got 10%.
What?
Alex
So that's who I was gonna vote for. I actually couldn't.
What?
I remembered the brothers as a whole.
Yes.
Like that they were derpy, but I don't know that I remembered them.
Yeah.
Ever.
All right.
No.
Most underrated player of the season. Who is it, Tasha?
Reed.
I think I would agree with you, but the audience says Jacqueline, 30% for Jacqueline. Reed, 11%. Keith Nail had 10%. What if Keith Nail's underrated?
He is police.
No, he's just rated.
He is properly rated, Keith Nail.
Yeah.
All right. The Kelly Wentworth Award for Best Pre-Merge Boot.
Oh my god. I want
Who is
Val
it?
to win. Is that crazy that I want Val to win?
Think about this.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, officially used more
You feel like
of
you
these
should go
help
with Kelly
things
Wentworth,
this time than we did
but
I
last
mean,
time.
of course. Besides Kelly, I want Val.
The winner of the Kelly Wentworth Award for Best Pre-Merge Boot goes to Kelly Wentworth, 71%. Drew Christie at 13%. Val got 8%.
Yo, kidding. Drew, we watched this season, people.
Come on.
Well, Drew is a fantastic
Yeah.
character.
Would have been wild if the audience went with Dale Wentworth as the
hell.
All right, so we ask the audience every week, rank the winner from 1 to 40. 1 is the best, 40 is the worst. What do you think they kicked out as the average score for next?
16 or something. Like,
Okay, well 16 is where it came in season-wise. Now it's going to finish a little bit above that, 13.25. Now, that would put her as the 5th highest average of top 5 baby. So, Kim Spradlin, Yul Kwan, Rob Mariano, Tom Westman, Natalie Anderson, followed by Earl Cole, Sarah Lucina, John Cochran, Brian Heineck, Wendell. That's
She's
the top
above
10.
Earl.
So, 5th best. Not anything to sneeze at. 5th
I
best
like
for
that.
now.
Not at all.
Yeah.
she's number 1 for me, but I'm just thinking like this audience.
So,
I'm just curious.
yes.
I'm dying.
Yeah. So, yeah, that's
So tired,
very
this
good
one.
company to be with, right behind Boston Rob and Tom Westman, and then in between Earl and Sarah. Yeah.
What does Sandra play?
Sandra, we have not talked about
Not
either of the
up
seasons that she has won.
Oh, okay, so you guys revealed.
These are only in the 25 seasons we've talked about so far.
Okay, I'm hoping to be a t-shirt.
Yeah. I'm trying to think that I feel like that maybe Natalie's win. Where do you think it compares to Sarah Lucina in Game Changers? Because I feel like that there are some similarities there in sort of that they are like Sarah wasn't so much a pair, but I feel like that she did and while she did have the legacy advantage at 6, I feel like that she wasn't necessarily like winning
fuck?
immunities
What the
or necessarily like playing idols or anything like that to get to the end.
I like Natalie better because I think her odds were harder, but I do agree that I think that they were a little bit similar in that they were a little more self than the others. But I still think that Natalie, was like going against all odds, and it was like watching a hurdle race, whereas I think Sarah was a marathon.
Yeah,
so
Sarah,
I think they were
nobody
still
was
hard.
like looking for Sarah never got like knocked down to the mat like Natalie did in this game.
What the?
Yeah.
All right. Do you feel like the season was too high, too low, or just right? We asked the audience.
Yeah, I'm trying to think for the audience, not for me. I think audience is saying too high.
I think they're saying just right.
They're wrong. They're wrong, but
They are too high.
or maybe just right. No,
I think just right, but I think.
I think too low.
Okay, the audience says it's just right. 38%
Fuck.
said just right.
Wow, I actually
31%
died.
said too low. 29% said too high. As far as
I've
as far
never
as
died
my
here.
personal rewatchability rankings go, I did enjoy my rewatch, but I don't think that this is the best season that I've watched here in 2021. I think actually the 2 seasons that I've watched since I've
Oh, fuck off.
move, I think I would still have a head of it. So to me, I feel that the season and Gabon do have a lot in common, and I think the season is better than Gabon because it has a much better winner, and so while it shares some similar DNA with Gabon, like it's definitely a better story and a better outcome. So I'm gonna have it ahead of Gabon, and it really comes down to between this and Guatemala third. So I will slot San Juan del Sur ahead of Guatemala, but behind which I watched the last 2 weeks. So it is number 3 on my list of seasons that I've watched so far here in 2021. Alright. Let's talk about what's coming up.
I'll erase you!
Prediction
I'll
time.
erase everything!
John, before we came on, so you had a prediction.
Fuck.
Saturday.
We're top 15.
Top 15.
All seasons are great.
All
All
seasons.
seasons are great.
Yes.
So what's this better?
I'll erase you! I'll erase everything!
Shit, not what I meant to do.
Here's the season. There could be a lot more to this season. Overall, I'm so happy, satisfied about this season. And it hasn't been called out yet, so I'm saying what is up.
Wait, what?
There's a roar. Okay. Sasha, what is the 15th best season?
Wait, they didn't restock my thing either.
San Juan del Sur is under this season. I'm really angry, even though the winner is fine of the season 2. But Millennials versus Gen X. Come on now.
Best season. Okay. The audience.
It's like Panama, right?
They think it's going to be Survivor Panama.
Oh my god. Millennials versus Gen X is going on.
Alright, let's see. The 15th best season of Survivor. We're talking about it this Saturday night. Saturday night.
Erase everything!
Okay, here we go. The 15th best season of Survivor is Panama.
But it's just, there's my shit.
Survivor.
Okay, so that's why we didn't have our
So,
stuff.
I will be on Saturday night talking about it again. We're in the hurry up. Only 5 days from now, I will be talking about another season of Survivor. Jess Sterling and Lindsay Wilson will be back on the recap to talk about the 15th best season of Survivor, unless Shane Powers comes to my crappy apartment and murders me for the best Survivor season. Too low. Shane, I'm sorry, I didn't vote. It was a fan vote. Fans voted. I got the 50s, okay? Alright. So, with that in mind, we'll be back on Saturday to talk about everything else. That's what I'm going to
Fuck.
play a little bit about what's going on here on Robin's podcast. We mentioned mails. Here we go. Wes and Keith talking with T-Bird. You're going to hear that on Thursday. So be on the lookout for that in the Survivor podcast feed. This weekend, we had a great special presentation together by Matt Scott. One of the Black Voices of RHAP. There were 3 separate panels that Matt Scott had talked about the past, present, and future presentation, both on screen and in podcast coverage.
Really annoying that they don't.
Excellent podcast.
I had the. I lost all my things.
Interstitials along the way of different people. Nothing matters anymore. I highly recommend that you check out our Black Voices of RHAP. Especially thanks again to Matt Scott for doing a good job on putting all that together.
Very powerful. Thank you.
It was amazing.
Yes, and it's actually you and Kevin really were the inspiration for the Asian representation panel that you did last month.
Thank you.
Fuck.
Yeah, it was just, again, so beautiful, powerful to be able to do that because it's crazy. There's 2 of us on that panel and there's so many on this one. So it's just, again, it's powerful and beautiful to see just so many people, Black, Indigenous, and people of color, like, being up here. So again, thank you, Rob, and, thanks to the listeners, that are just constantly pushing us up.
Nothing matters anymore.
Very important. It's always been important to us.
It's all because of you.
Voices, so giving us an
I'll
opportunity.
erase you. I'll erase everything.
But keep on moving us. Keep on pushing you guys. There's so many more voices out there that are done right now for joy. Continue to talk.
And you're not alone. Like, the people that
That was close.
talking now, up here.
Josh, especially to hear your story of listening to the show all the way back in 2014 when San Juan del Sur is airing. And, I like always gotten feedback from different people, or the typical people that I was hearing from. It's just, really cool to, know you were out there listening during, all so far back.
Yeah, it's an honor. It's very much an honor to sit here talking about it.
What the fuck? Why am I stuck?
So many years later. It's just so great.
Yeah, and of course, we have so much more going on over on Robin's podcast, including our 90-day fiance, Happily Ever After. Are you keeping up with this podcast?
You know it.
Yeah.
Oh my god. Thank you, man.
Love it so much. It's been so much fun. Booyah and I talked about what's going on over on 90-day fiance, Happily Ever After. I talked to Anna later about Who Done It. Chappelle and I got to see. Chappelle had never seen Who Done It before. It was a lot of fun to get Chappelle to see what's going on over on Who Done It with Giles. Be on the lookout on Wednesday when Kirsten McGinnis and I are going to talk about the season premiere of Netflix's Too Hot to Handle. It should be a lot of fun to get back talking about the hot dummies on an island who are not allowed to touch each other. Check that out on Wednesday. We'll talk about that. Also, I got the chance to talk with Rice on the Purple Pants podcast this weekend, and we talked about the season premiere of Love After Lockup. You watch that one, Sasha?
Oh, come on, yes.
So feeling about the Purple Pants podcast. Of course, we got our patron orientation every month. We do a special night where we talk with the patrons who have come on board, whether it was this month or the last couple of months, and we're walking through how to access all of your benefits. Head on over, we're going to send out the invitation Sunday night. We're going to do that Sunday night around 6 Eastern. We're going to do a Sunday edition of Patron Orientation for our newest patrons. Rockswebsite.com/patron and access to our podcast feed. If you're doing our patron cast, next week we do it at the end of the month. Rockswebsite.com/patron, of course. Go to rockswebsite.com/offers to see all of the sponsors podcasts and all of the promo codes that they have to save you some money and support the podcast. Of course, you can subscribe to our channel on YouTube as you get ready.
What the fuck?
Content Survivor Big Brother we're dropping on you. You can get notified anytime by clicking the bell on YouTube. And be sure to subscribe and check out our social media where you can be seeing Sasha and Goldberg, RGP Instagram, and a day in the life.
This is such bullshit.
Sasha,
What the fuck?
Yeah, you know, you saw me just talk a lot about Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, actually. Don't know how.
What the fuck is this?
And then we talked a little bit about snacks and Oklahoma football, of course, which is, I feel like, my brand. So we talked a little bit about everything, so go check that out on the Instagram.
Okay.
I really don't want to fucking do this. Come on.
What do you have coming up podcast-wise?
Yeah, you can find me on Twitter at funsize_04, and I am on Silent Podcast with 2 other RHAP class of 2020 people.
Actually, what happened? Actually, I just realized we're at the end of ending B, right? So, what happens if I reload my C save? I didn't think about that. He's like, I can technically do that, right?
We're on there together talking about Survivor South Africa.
Nothing matters anymore!
Yeah, oh, it's really good.
Fuck.
Again, just international reality, again, coldest take of life, but it's so much better than US wildlife field. Like, their casting, you know, the way they, like,
Oh, so much
Circle
better.
has been amazing. Survivor South Africa was amazing, like, internationally, so they're bringing it.
Alright, well, Sasha, thanks for being back with us here on the Countdown.
Thank you so much for having me. Believe it or not, on my birthday, so June 26th, I submitted my video to you for, like, class of 2020, and now a year later, here we are. I'm so grateful to be here, you know, just thank you for selecting.
It's always fun.
Fuck off. Fuck this section. You know what? I'm done. I really don't fucking care. I just want to see something now. So if I reload this, does it allow me to play ending B or ending D? The problem is I'm gonna be loading in the bad position I was already in, but I think we'll do it because to be honest, I don't feel like fucking doing this fight again. Fuck that.
Time on Friday on the Page to Be Back show, and then we will turn the page to
Yeah.
the top 15 as we get into Survivor Panama this weekend.
Next episode,
so, thanks again for listening to all of this.
Or maybe, I don't know, we'll see what we do next time.
Bye.
I don't fucking feel like doing this boss battle again. It's such bullshit that fucking sets you all the way to the beginning.
Okay.
It takes fucking forever to even get to that. So I don't know, I think what I'm gonna do next time is try to load in that other one. Like load this one in and see, because I'm pretty sure what it's gonna end up doing is just putting us back into playthrough C. So we'll go ahead and do that. But yeah, we'll end here. Next episode, continue on. For now, thank you for watching.